Hi everyone, my name is Aishwarya Singh and welcome back to Eshucation. आज का वीडियो बहुत खास है. It's not a strategy video, it's not a subject specific video, but it is a video that you can watch again and again whenever you feel like giving up when you are preparing for this exam. Whenever you feel like hard work and sacrifice is not worth it, come back to this video because millions of you are working extremely hard, are struggling on a daily basis to make it to this particular academy, and that is Lal Bahadur Shastri Academy of Administration. Blood, sweat and tear is going to be worth it once you enter this academy. So let's look at the story of LBSNAA. LBSNAA की शुरुआत, उसकी प्लानिंग, उसके सेटअप की शुरुआत होती है 1958 में. So on 15th April 1958, the government of India in its Lok Sabha plans announces to set up LBSNAA to train civil servant recruits.
In 1959, Ministry of Home Affairs decided to merge and relocate IAS training school, which was in New Delhi at the time, and Shimla Staff College, and set up LBSNAA in the beautiful location of Musoorie.
LBSNAA को सबसे पहले बुलाया जाता था लाल बहादुर शास्त्री Academy of Administration, but since July 1973 the word national was also added to it, so now we know it as Lal Bahadur Shastri National Academy of Administration. लेकिन आखिर वहां होता क्या है? Once you are selected, what happens next? You are asked to visit Musoorie, where you are called officer trainees and you are trained under Group A Civil Service Foundation course, and you study in detail about public administration. ठीक है?
Since 1985, LBSNAA is functioning under Ministry of Personnel, Public Grievances and Pension Department of Administrative Reforms and Public Grievances. Now let's look at the structure of the academy. So as you enter the gates of LBSNAA, you come across this huge statue of Lal Bahadur Shastri ji. He's there to bless you and make sure he's seeing the future of Indian bureaucracy well. And then you come across this famous wall जिस पे LBSNAA का value लिखा गया है. That is Sheelam Param Bhushanam, which means character is the highest virtue. After reading this beautiful value, this beautiful quote, you come across another wall जिस पे लिखा है Yoga Karmasu Kaushalam, which means performing our natural duty selflessly, fearlessly for the welfare of everybody. LBSNAA 186 एकड़ के एरिया में बना हुआ एक बहुत ही खूबसूरत 6 कॉम्प्लेक्सेस का अकेडमी है. Here you have the Charville Campus Sports Complex in the Happy Valley, Charville Building, Indira Bhavan, Polo Ground and a monastery. जो नए रिक्रूट्स होते हैं वो इन 3 हॉस्टल्स में रहते हैं, गंगा, कावेरी एंड नर्मदा. All these hostels have centralized heating facility, television, phone facilities so that the officer trainee stays in comfort at their hostels. The other facilities that you get at LBSNAA is that of a mess, library, sports complex, computer lab and an auditorium. Now these are the 3 buildings that you're going to visit frequently. The first one is Karmashila building where there are lecture halls, offices, mess and library. At Gyanshila building there is administrative offices, computer lab, some of the other classes, and there is a Dhruvshila building where the faculties are staying and they are also available for resolving any of your issues if you're finding one in your training program. Now let's look at your training program. So you have to wake up every day at 5 o'clock so that you make it to the ground at 5:55 a.m. for your PT sessions. And the training basically starts with 3 months of foundation course. OTs, yani officer trainees of IAS, IPS and IRS, also IFS, participate in the course and you are taught basic administrative skills. In the course, you get to learn about Indian Constitution, you study about government functioning, public policy making and implementation, administrative law and management, and also OTs are motivated to attend seminars and workshops, especially on the topics of policy and governance related issues. So it is not just about the content part of the training process. The training process also involves about how an officer should dress like. There is a dress code for the academy. You cannot wear flip-flops or chappal outside your room. So you have to, no matter at 4 o'clock if you are being called to on duty, you should look like an officer, and that is also part of the training. And other elements that you're taught at the training is how to be a good leader, to communicate with other OTs, how to function in a team, build a team, motivate them, and for that all the OTs are divided into groups and they are sent on a 1 week of Himalayan trekking. So this happens 1 month after your training at LBSNAA, and you have to survive with minimum amenities, minimum food on these treks, and also socialize with other OTs and try to talk to them. So that's your opportunity to function in a team and showcase that you are a good team member. And there is also a beautiful celebration named India Day celebration, where you wear your authentic cultural costumes, you arrange food, you prepare dance performances, and all the officer trainees are showcasing their culture that they come from, and they also learn about each other's culture. It's a beautiful festival where you get to witness those cultures जो आज तक आपने सिर्फ किताबों में पढ़ा है. For developing physical and mental stamina of our OTs, the Academy motivates the OTs to participate in drafting competition, debate competition, rifle shooting training, polo matches, dance competition, singing competition, so that you evolve 360 degree from an OT to actually an officer. And the most exciting part of the training is that of Bharat Darshan, where you get to visit villages and you have to stay in those villages for 7 days. You stay with the villagers, you interact with them in a realistic environment, and you get to visit village schools, hospitals, ration stores, where you are literally also taking part in panchayat meetings. And you have to come across as a person, as an officer who is extremely professional, who is intelligent, and at the same time extremely humble and approachable. Now, after the completion of 3 months of foundation course, OTs except that of IAS, Indian Administrative Service, will move on to their respective training academies. So IPS OTs will go to Hyderabad for their further training, IRS officers, OTs will go to Faridabad for their further training. All the OTs will go to their own training centers for training in their specific services. Now let's look at Indian Administrative Service ka training. What are the IAS OTs taught at LBSNAA now? You'll have your classes from morning 9 a.m. to evening 5 p.m. and IAS formal training में administration and governance modules को पढ़ाया जाता है by subject experts and former या serving officers. You are trained and you're given knowledge about education sector, health sector, agriculture, rural development, energy, PRI, urban development, social sectors, and etc. topics. Language of the cadre allotted is also taught during the service. For example, if the OT is from the northern state and is posted in the southern state, so you have to learn the language quickly so as to connect faster with the civilians in your cadre specific region that you have chosen or have been allotted. Also, Bharat Darshan will start approximately, it's a 2-month long journey to various parts of the country, and after 1 year of the academic training there is a formal examination. Post that, you are awarded, after clearing this particular examination, degree in Masters of Public Administration by JNU, that is Jawaharlal Nehru University. So now the IAS officer trainees are moving towards their 1 year of professional training in their respective cadres. You'll be posted in a district where you'll be formally training as an officer, as an IAS officer. And since 2007, IAS officers are also provided with mid-career training or short-term training, citing the increasing complexities of the challenges faced by the bureaucrats on a daily basis. So LBSNAA also has tie-up with various research institutions. As an OT, you will require the help and expertise of these institutes and also in your further career. And LBSNAA has its own research institution named National Administrative Research Institute. All the stress, all the pain, all the tear is going to be worth it. It is preparing you for a bigger goal to be achieved. तो चलो निश्चय कर लेते हैं, अगले साल LBSNAA तो जाकर रहेंगे, जोश के साथ, होश के साथ. Keep preparing. I'll see you in the next video.